Hello and good evening. Before you decide to take your name out of this group again, could I request you to just bear with me and listen through to this video which I'm doing for you, and then make a decision towards the end. First of all, as you probably know, of course, my name is Alex Lewis. I'm from Central KL, and the reason why I put this all women's group together is for one main purpose. It's mainly to help women help women. All right. Now, I would like to apologize first of all. This thing should have been done earlier to explain the moment I put all of you together in this group. So my apologies for that. The other one is because I didn't tell the purpose earlier on, there were also some advertisements and things like that, and then it came about as someone where we wish each other good morning and send our wishes and all that, and pictures of many things, which is actually what is not what is supposed to be. First of all, let me say that this is actually a group, as I said earlier on, women to help women. Now I put Diana Mascarenas. She's actually from India, but now she's stationed in New Zealand. She's got children in Australia. When I did my ICPE course in New Zealand, International Catholic Program for Evangelization, after that 1 year, I stayed on for 1.5 years in New Zealand. Then I went to India to help them set a base. When I went there to help them set the base, I was asked by the founders of ICPE, Anna and Mario Capello from Malta. I went to India, and there was the director and directress. Fritz Mascarenas was the director, and his wife, Diane Mascarenas, right? So that's where I met them, and we worked together for 1 year there. And even after that also, when they came back down to Malaysia to help us out. So Diana is actually not a new face. She's actually been here in many churches also. Assumption, I think Peel Road, and then SFX, things like that. What she has done is she has been a member, she has been going around, with Father Valiat. Father Valiat is from Malta, and he is the chief exorcist in Malta. And she used to do with him inner healing and restoration of people in general, of course, men and women, boys and girls. And this thing has been going for quite some time. She's been traveling in many countries, and then finally now what happened is they came about with something called TOB, Theology of the Body, which is what she is promoting, and a lot of other people who I did not know are also doing the same. Father Valiat passed away, I think last year, but before that he was already into this momentum. And the Theology of the Body, I think it was last year or the year before that, it was amazing. Every month there was a talk, and the talk could be 2 talks. Of course, one is for men only, and the other one is for women only. Okay, so like I said, this talks is going on, and just to let you know, this particular group, we are trying to promote also talks also specifically for women. All right, now it could be a teenager, it could be an adult, or you could be a married person. Okay, single or married. And this, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get people to, through video, to understand themselves better. Of course, it's the theology of the body, right? And when we came about with this, it was amazing, especially when last year I was there, the number of people that came online from all over the world. All right, just to tap on to listen to this. Now, why am I promoting this? Simply because either you're a teenager, you're an adult, young adult, or maybe you're a married person or a married mother. Okay, now this thing will benefit you a lot because it gives you insight in your life on what to do as a woman. All right. And I realized that when the talks were going on, there were some talks, of course, where men and women could listen, and the people were sharing. Some of them men, some of them, most of them women. Okay, because it's woman to woman, and what you could do from it, what you could get from it actually is, the main thing is for it to minister to you. Yes, you, first of all. Okay, whether you be, like I said, sorry to repeat myself, whether you're a teenager, whether you're a young lady, 20s and all that, or maybe you're a married lady, or maybe you're married and with children. All right, it covers all aspects. Okay, and what you could do is you yourself could benefit from it. It is not that we're talking about problem in the family and all that, and you say, oh, this is nothing to do. No, it's not that. It is something that will benefit you. Why? Because either you could be that person. Two, you could be knowing of a person in your family or around you who's going through that. Three, it could be someone who you're working with and someone who has shared with you, I've got this problem, and I don't know what to do. And then from what you hear here, you can apply. You can tell them, hey, look, I've listened to this. Would you like to listen to this talk? Or you could share with them what you have heard and help alleviate their problem. Isn't that what we are called to do as Christians? I know some of you may not be into the renewal or not so much into evangelization, but this is the tool. You hear and then you apply it to your friends. When you're talking to your friends, it could be anybody, even your own family, you can help. Okay, so I suggest that you try this out. Okay, now what we're going to do is, normally we're going to disturb you, so to speak. Okay, but it'll only be 3 times a month. That means once a month actually is the talk. Okay, 1, we'll send you the talk when it's coming. 2, a day before we'll give you a reminder that the next day is the talk, and we'll give you the Zoom, the code and everything. And the third day will be the actual talk itself. So actually, if you look at it in a month, you will only be called upon or informed 3 times in a month. One is what is the topic that's coming, either this month or the next month, a reminder, and the actual Zoom itself. All right. So think about it. I know that you don't want to. You are with many other, maybe other groups that you joined in. Please bear with us. Try it for 2 or 3 months. That's what I'm asking. 2 or 3 months, because you will only be disturbed 3 times in 1 month. It's only 1 talk per month. All right. And then you see whether you like it or not. And after the 2nd or 3rd month, if you think that the talks are, it's not you are not really into it and things like that, then by all means bow out gracefully and just leave the group. Okay, no offense to anybody. All right, I urge you, try it. And like I said, we'll only disturb you 3 times. One is to tell you about the talk and what is content. The other one is a reminder a day before, and then the third one is the actual day of the talk. Okay, so that is the only thing that we will be disturbing you about, if you can call it disturbing you, because I'm sure it's going to benefit you. I have listened to some talks which was it's dual for men and women, and I've heard the ladies share also, and they really got so many insights. The people are going to share are from all over the world. Let me tell you this. That means we're bringing the talks of good speakers from all over the world. We are bringing it right down to your doorstep, so you don't have to go far. We apologize for the timing, because we found out that in order for people in Texas or people in London or wherever, even India or even here Singapore and in many other countries that you can see in the list, they found that the best time would be on a Saturday at 10 o'clock, roughly around that time. All right, so we apologize that it is coming to that level. All right, and so if possible, I would suggest, like I said, please listen. If by the third talk you think it's not for you, please, no problem. But I can guarantee you it will be very beneficial. Alright, from what I have heard for one whole year, last year, the different talks, and even teenagers sharing, and then they are doing their dance of what is it that they love to do, and I've been watching all this stuff, and it's really fantastic. Boys and girls, men and women, married couples. They also have married couples also. So please tune in, stay on. I apologize for putting your names back into this group again if you have left. But like I said, stay on for 3 months and then please leave if you feel like going. Okay? And I want to thank you so much because I know that you may not be an evangelist, you may not be into the renewal, into things like this. But of course, like I'm saying, this is not a charismatic group, just to inform you. But if you're not into anything like this of speaking to someone about Jesus, this is your weapon, this is your tool to share and make yourself worthy for the Lord by letting Him use you to speak to your family, speak to people in church, speak to your friends, speak to your workmates, and even share with them. That way you'll be actually ministering to them, believe it or not. Alright? And as I said, Diana will be in charge of it. Her husband is Fritz Mascarenas, Fritz Mascarenas. Okay, if you're just wondering, okay, who is this Fritz and who is Diana, check on Fritz Mascarenas in YouTube. Then you know where he's coming from and where she is also coming from. Okay, and hers one is theology of the body. Okay, she deals with that also. I'm not too sure which place I forgot in the YouTube. You probably can find it, but do check and see. Okay, you can see her giving some talks as well. And she has come to Assumption, and she has come to SFX Society, and I have been there and I've listened to her talks, and that was mainly for what she did was for the youths also. Okay, but she caters for everybody. So please keep in touch, stay with this group, and then let the Lord lead you to where He wants to lead you through this video, how He's going to enrich you, how He's going to empower you to be a woman for God and a woman of God. Alright? And thank you so much for taking this time. Sorry, it's 12 minutes, but I thought I'd explain before so you know the full purpose of this whole group. Thank you for staying on. Thank you for listening. And thank you for serving the Lord. Amen. God bless you. Happy Easter.